So while I'm out enjoying an amazing run, just taking in this beautiful Italian scenery, and you see me running in the middle of the road here like an absolute maniac because I live life on the edge. And I end off my run by looking at this Italian coastline and thinking about what it means to play for the Netherlands and how I need to deliver a major trophy such as the Euro Cup or the World Cup. And it will be my mission to deliver one of these cups to the Netherlands, or perhaps both. And with that, we were traveling out of Italy and back home to the Netherlands. And we find ourselves hosting Northern Ireland in another international friendly. We're just piling up the friendlies here for the Netherlands. And because I've set the goal of winning a major tournament, or perhaps all kinds of major tournaments for the Netherlands, I'm going to need to get into goal scoring form for this wonderful team if I'm going to make that dream come true. And here's Karo on the ball now, passing to Janssen. And Karo misplacing his pass like an absolute prick. And Karo just going for a dumbass tackle like a maniac. And Karo on the ball once again, skipping past one defender, getting in between the two and having a shot, but Carson there to make a save. And Madsen passing to Karo, who loses the ball. De Jong passing to Karo. Karo on the ball, passing to Janssen. Vincent Janssen passing to Shoot, and who passes back to Karo, and Karo on the ball now, passing to Javi Simons, and Karo on the ball, having a shot and making Carson stretch for it. And De Jong with a power pass to Karo. Karo on the ball, passing to Berghuis. Berghuis back to Karo. Karo, ooh, with a little shimmy, falling down right outside the box. No foul called. And this first half will end 0-0. A very, very poor first half for myself and my team. And Janssen winning the ball and passing to Karo. Karo with an elastico, and Karo cutting through, having a shot, but Carson there to make another save. Damn, what's up with this guy making all these saves? And Botman to De Vrij, and Karo on the ball, cutting in, skill move by Karo. Karo having a shot, a terrible shot, and Karo not passing to a single player because he doesn't trust them, and Karo does not need to because he has just scored his second international goal and the first of this match. And that puts the Netherlands up 1-0 against Northern Ireland. And Denis Karo very selfishly not passing to anybody and having a shot and putting it past the keeper. 1-0 in favor of the Netherlands. And De Jong applying pressure. Vincent Janssen winning the ball, and Vincent Janssen on the ball now, threading it through to Karo, and Karo, fake shot, has a shot, into the back of the net, it goes! And look at him making a mockery of his car accident. I'll tell you what, this guy's a little shit, is what he is. And we are now up 2-0 against Northern Ireland. A fake shot here. Karo lucky with the bounce off the heel of the defender. And Karo has an easy shot past the keeper. And nothing Carson could do there. And Karo now puts his team up 2-0 against Northern Ireland. And Karo just trying to apply more defensive pressure as that seems to be working. And Frimpong winning the header. But McCann intercepting the pass. And De Vrij blocking the shot, using that big body of his, and Karo threading the ball through to Xerxes, the man who scored against his team in the Europa League, and Karo on the ball with a ball roll, and Karo has a shot on the left foot and puts it into the back of the net. A hat trick. inside 20 minutes of the second half. Yeah, I'm counting my own stats at this point. The fastest hat trick within 20 minutes of... No, I'm just playing. But Karo with a fantastic left-footed shot, putting the Netherlands up 3-0. After a boring first half, we get a very exciting second half. A second half filled with horny football, as the great Louis Van Gaal would say. If you know, you know. And also leave a like for my boy Louis Van Gaal, one of the funniest coaches to ever grace the beautiful game. And here's Xerxes losing the ball, but winning the ball. And Karo on the ball now. Defensive pressure by Karo, and Karo passes to Janssen, who buries it into the back of the net. 4-0. And the Netherlands running absolutely rampant on Northern Ireland. And Denis Karo bagging a hat trick, and with a beautiful tackle here to set himself up for an assist to Vincent Janssen, who scores the goal. And now the Netherlands up 4-0. And Karo's not done here, because you see him intercepting the pass and passing it to Janssen, who passes it to Javi Simons, who puts it into the back of the net. 5-0 in favor of the Netherlands. And I better relax with all this goal scoring, because we might get flagged on YouTube for showing violence on this video. And the Netherlands winning 5-0 against Northern Ireland. And Denis Karo is on a mission to achieve greatness for his country, and mainly for himself. But that is the quiet part that we're not going to say out loud. And this match will come to an end, and the Netherlands will win 5-0 over Northern Ireland. And Denis Karo will collect that match ball in what is his second international football match. And back to the Eredivisie. FC25 sitting in second place on 13 points. Level on goal difference with Feyenoord. And in match week 6, FC20 heads over to face Heracles Almelo FC. And here we have Van Wolfswinkel getting ready to pass it to Karo, and Karo doing some scissors and passing it to Vlop. And Karo still on the ball, passing to Vlop. Back to Karo, and Karo with some skill moves. And I'm just going to have a shot here. And De Keyser with a decent save. And Karo getting the ball once again. And Karo turning with the ball, taking a big touch. And Karo having a shot. And De Keyser once again with another decent save. And I'm still getting used to FC25. It's a bit different than the past game. That's why I'm not scoring as many goals. And I'm also dealing with the fact that I broke my ass in that car accident. So that's also not helping. I'm still getting back to my old ways, and that will surely take some time. And here's Karo on the ball. Karo doing well to keep on the ball, but having a weak-ass shot. And De Keyser falling to the ground in a dramatic fashion. And Engels losing the ball to Etting, who passes to Karo, and Karo takes a big touch and loses the ball. And Bruin passing the ball through to Engels, and Engels is through on goal, and Engels has a shot and puts it into the back of the net. And now we have to pay the piper for not scoring. We had many chances. I had many chances. And instead of burying them, I missed them like an absolute prick. And now we find ourselves down 1-0. And here's Karo on the ball, looking to make something happen before the half ends, but that is not possible. And FC20 is trailing 1-0 to Heracles Almelo FC, heading into the second half. And we have Van Wolfswinkel winning the ball and passing it to Karo, who passes to Rotz. And Karo now threading the ball through to Van Wolfswinkel, who has a very good shot and makes De Keyser stretch for it. And a bad clearance here, and Van Wolfswinkel is there to pass it to Karo, who does not manage to put the ball in the back of the net, as you see there, having a PTSD flashback of that brutal car accident. And Van Wolfswinkel threading the ball through to Vlop, and Vlop on the ball. Crossing it over to Etting, who heads it to Karo, and Karo now on the ball. Karo passing to Rats, and Rats passing back to Karo. Karo having a shot with his left foot, but not managing to beat the defender. And Engels passing to Broin, who passed to Zambarek, who passes to Wackoff. That's an insane name, but Karo taking the ball off of Wackoff. And Wackoff on the ball again. All right, I know his name is Wyckoff, but we're just going to say Wackoff for comedy. And here's Broin on the ball. Passing it to Engels, and Engels is going to have a shot and put it into the back of the net, and that is the karma I get for being an absolute prick. And there you see me skipping the replay out of pure rage, and FC25 putting Karo at right striker. And Karo immediately bombing through the defense and losing the ball. And Rats on the ball, passing it to Karo, who misses his touch. Karo back on the ball, has a shot, but De Kaiser is there to make the save, and I could have done better. And here we are, crossing this corner in. And a decent corner, but no one there on the other end. And we win ourselves another corner. Swinging it in. Again, nobody on the other end of it. I could have done better with the cross. And Cholo is there, bombing it down the flank. And Cholo crossing it in. Karo unable to attain the ball, but Sadilek is there to put in the rebound and smack it into the back of the net. And now we have a few more minutes to get ourselves back in this match. And I still want to win this game, so we still need 2 more goals as far as I'm concerned. And Karo applying defensive pressure. And Sadilek passing the ball to Karo. And Karo passing the ball to Rats, who passes it to Van Wolfswinkel. And Van Wolfswinkel passing the ball to Rats. And Rats on the ball, having a shot and putting it into the back of the net. And we find ourselves level 2-2. In the 88th minute, we managed to pull ourselves back into the match. And we still have some time to get ourselves a victory here. And here's Karo applying defensive pressure. And Zambarek passing to Broin. And Broin passing to Wackoff. And Wackoff crossing the ball in. And all right, I gotta chill. And here's Karo on the ball. Karo passing the ball to Van Wolfswinkel. And Van Wolfswinkel passing back to Karo. And Karo now losing the ball to Wackoff. And that is my karma for making fun of this man's name. And this match will end 2-2. And both teams taking 1 point away from this match. And we could have done a lot better. And I personally could have done a lot better. And this is where we will leave off on today's episode. We find ourselves sitting in second place on 14 points, level with Feyenoord. Only behind on goals 4. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy. This has been Dennis from Pollywall Gaming, and I will see you next time. Peace!